Hi and welcome to another episode of What's Cooking. Today I have something a little bit special planned for you guys. I'm going to be doing a starter and I'm going to be doing a main course. Our starter is going to be a crumb mushroom. I'm going to show you how to make a tartar sauce, right? And the second dish is going to be a chicken stir fry. Not your authentic, a little bit of a twist to it, and a little bit of chili, a little bit of jalapeno, some coriander. So it's not your authentic, it's my take on a stir fry. So let me start off first by showing you our ingredients. I've got a bit of chicken fillet, some paprika, seasoning is a must, salt and pepper, oil, butter, I've got some veggie seasoning, some jalapenos and red chili, a bit of yellow pepper, green pepper, baby marrow, I've just sliced up some radish here, right? Very thinly sliced radish. I've got some red onions, some white onions, some red peppers, bit of coriander, some brinjal, bit of Cajun spice, bit of tomato. I'm going to throw in a little bit of a twist today. I'm going to throw in some pineapples, lemon juice, soya sauce, sweet and sour sauce, and obviously the rice, or if you'd like to use noodles, that's entirely up to you. So I'm going to start off first by oiling my pan, a little bit of butter. I'm going to put that on low heat. What we are doing is we're going to be sealing off our chicken. We want to keep the flavor in it, so we're just going to seal it off quickly. Right, you can. Boom. Right, so it's simple chicken fillet which I've taken up, I've diced it up, and that's about it. So I'm just going to allow this to melt nicely. It's gonna be a little bit more, it's not your authentic Chinese dish. I am adding a little bit of an Indian twist to it, a little bit of chili, the coriander. I'm basically just taking all your cultures and I'm binding them into one. So a nice good heat here. Right, and I'm gonna put my chicken in there. Now we just wanna seal it off and give it some color. Whilst it's in there, I am going to throw in my bay leaves. I just want to extract the flavor of the bay leaf itself. A bit of veggie seasoning just to add some flavoring to the dish, and a bit of Mediterranean flavor, I should say, which I'm adding, which is a bit of Cajun spice. It will bring that heat through. So now don't really concern about the heat in the beginning. We are going to be adding in the sweet and sour, which thereafter is going to dilute the heat. A little bit of jalapenos and just half a chili. That goes in, and I want to fry that chili off. I want that burning flavor to come through. So as you can see, it's starting up to cook up nicely. Just gonna allow that to rest. Right, with the rice as well, you can I'm just gonna warm up normal plain rice for you. You can add a bit of savory, but I would recommend that you go for a plain rice because I'm gonna pack this chicken stir fry with a lot of flavor, and you don't wanna put too much seasoning in your rice as the dish is gonna become really overpowering. So we don't want that to happen. So it's all about packing your chicken with flavor and your rice is plain and simple, just to add that little bit of balance to the dish. Right, you can pop your rice in the microwave, however I still love just using a pan. And so as you can see, this is sauteing off really nicely and sealing off. The smell of the jalapenos are really coming through. A little bit of chili. I'm just gonna pop my coriander in. Right, so just a rough cut of coriander. I want that flavor seeping in. That is the most important, punching it with flavor. Right, now another trick here is we are not gonna overcook our chicken. So I'm sealing it off now, and through the entire process, you're gonna see this chicken is gonna land up completely cooked. Obviously not well done, which is dry and stringy, but it will be on a medium well where it's still soft and juicy. Smell is phenomenal. I'm just gonna start throwing in my veggies. All right, all my peppers. radish, red onion, white onion. Reason is your red onion is a lot sweeter compared to your white onion. So I want to add that sweetish texture coming through. Add some brinjal. And just a quick, nice toss up. I want my veggies to be packed with flavor, and that is what I'm looking for. I need it packed with flavor, and I want it packed with flavor. Right, a bit more, some red pepper, quick toss, and I'm just gonna put that on heat to melt. Now with my rice, I'm just throwing it in. Just a quick warm up, a little bit of butter, and we're good to go. Microwave will be fine as well, but as I said, I prefer using the stove. With my cherry tomatoes, I'm just gonna slice them in so that they open up right once it is cooked. Right, and another thing is I didn't throw my cherry tomatoes in too early because I don't want them all soggy and wilted down. So I prefer them a little bit firmer in the stir fry. Can you see the color? It's looking vibrant and it smells absolutely amazing. A squeeze of lemon juice. Just a quick squeeze. Then I'm going to start with my soya sauce. Just a little bit, just going to add that flavor in, but we are going to reduce the flavor out. So you're just going to have a little bit in. Sweet and sour just to kill the chili. My rice is crackling here. This I'm just going to toss up. Grab a tongue and I'm just going to throw that back on the stove. And I'm just allowing my sauce to reduce. I need all the sauce to basically almost vanish, but leaving its flavor in there. Right, a hint of paprika. To add color, salt, and my black pepper. As you can see, it is looking absolutely divine. So it's a semi-sauce dish. It's not a completely saucy. If you'd like, you can add a variation. If you like the sauce more, you can add a bit of cream to it as well. And you basically get a nice runny sauce. But I prefer a little bit darker, less sauce, a lot more flavor is coming through because I'm reducing the sauce out. Right, you're probably wondering, what am I doing? I'm waiting for the pineapples. Pineapples, I'm gonna throw in at the last moment. I do not want my pineapples completely cooked. I want them so I can still get that crunchy, the sweetish flavor. Okay, this is done. So what I'm doing now is I'm just allowing my chicken to rest a little bit. I need the flavors to absorb because once you cook something and then you cut it straight away, you're actually draining all the flavors from it, and that is completely useless because that's basically throwing away whatever we chefs want to punch in flavor. By cutting it, it just disappears. So I allow it just to rest a little bit. I want that chicken to absorb the flavors. Right, and I'm just going to toss in a little bit more coriander. Yes, I'm a lover and a sucker for coriander. Just let it rest. Get that flavor running through. Right, now my pineapples, I'm just going to throw it in. Just to add in that nice color. I want the different textures. Now, a stir fry, every single person knows, needs to be, the veggies cannot be fully cooked and soggy and dry. We need it to be a little bit more crunchy because there's a lot more texture in your stir fry. So, and that's about it. It's a quick, easy, efficient meal. Just gonna put some rice on my plate. Just a spoonful here. just going to put my stir fry on. Oh, this smells absolutely divine. Little tomatoes. As you can see, what happened to tomato, they absorbed all the flavor. Tomato. Pineapples. Then the yellow. That is looking absolutely divine. Just a bit of garnish on it. And chop up my garnish. Okay, I'm just gonna sprinkle some garnish on it, a little bit of coriander, and there you go, ladies and gentlemen. A stir fry with the twist, a little bit of chili. We're just gonna take a quick short break. We'll be back and I'll show you how to prepare those crumb mushrooms, my favorite.